There's some water on this side.
Yeah. It's flowing.
Oh yeah.
It's flowing.
Oh yeah, there you can see.
Yeah.
But that used to be right up to the banks over here.
Oh, that water level is that high, eh?
Oh yeah.
Now, when are we talking? When in the early 60s?
Oh yeah. Right up until 1970, it was still up to both sides, and then from then down, it's just been going down. These springs come from up in the way up in the far bush, way over. I think the other side of the fifth side or somewhere.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it used to be. See, Stanley got this place. This here was a barn.
Where was the barn?
Right there, right at the edge of the creek was a barn.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, two-story barn.
Oh, wait a minute. Stanley had this property here?
Yeah, he had this one and this one. And
oh, he had that. He owned the property over here too.
he owned it right up to see the corner tree there.
Okay.
Yeah, that was all Stanley's.
Yeah, oh, okay.
Yeah. And the barn used to sit here. He didn't keep much in it. Go on in past the road, buddy.
Yeah.
He didn't keep any livestock much. A few pigs, I think that was it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And we sold that, tore the barn down. We put this driveway in, and then he built a shed at the back there for a bit of a garage.
Yeah.
At the back there.
Where this new structure is, or further back?
No, further back.
Oh, okay.
Well, it's all cleaned up now, but see where them tanks are?
Yeah.
That's about where he put the new structure at that time.
Okay.
But his property goes right straight back, and then it goes behind Newtown, right down to the 10th line, where Steenveld's used to be.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, which property? This property here?
Yeah.
No, I think this property ends where those blocks are back there.
Maybe they severed it now, but
Oh, okay.
back then, Stanley used to keep about 15 or 20 head of cattle there in the summer.
Oh, okay.
And they came right up behind the bridge, right down in behind Newtown,
Okay.
right up to the cemetery there.
Right, okay.
And Stanley's house sat here.
Oh, right up by the road here.
Right, it used to be a set of stairs going down to the front door. And then it's changed hands so many times. Oh. But yeah, whoever bought it after started a bit of a wrecking yard, and then they burnt the house and sat there for years empty.
Is that the one that got struck by lightning?
Well, they was building that one and it got struck by lightning.
Oh, okay.
And then had to start all over again.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And where that fence is, that was where Stanley's property ended.
Oh.
When we first came here, people by the name Mr. and Mrs. Wilson, and he was Scotch or English.
Okay.
And he was quite a guy. He was an old man then, over 80, I think.
Okay.
He'd sit there, he'd just holler. You could hear him right out the garage there, hollering. And they lived here, and then after they died, people by the name of Taylors lived here.
Okay.
Mrs. Taylor lived here till she died. And I don't know who got it after that.
Okay.
They got a good property here. It runs in behind your property up there. Yeah, the house, other than siding and stuff, it really hasn't changed that much.
Right, yeah.
And that back piece there, that used to be a woodshed.
Right, yeah.
That was the
Back
woodshed.
over there.
And that here used to be the kitchen.
Oh, the second structure there?
Right here.
Yeah, the one, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
That was
the
the
middle.
kitchen.
Yeah.
That was the bedroom, and then the bedroom upstairs.
So, I know you said you used to live here,
Yeah.
but do you know who had it before you?
Oh no, Sam had it. Mrs. Brooks.
Mrs. Brooks.
Mrs. Brooks had it, and then Sam bought it.
Okay.
And I just lived here with Sam.
Yeah, for Sam, for how long?
Oh, about 3 years.
3 years? Okay, yeah.
Back there where you are now,
Yeah.
this property used to go right to the cemetery.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, right to the cemetery?
Yeah.
Okay.
This house, the property went right straight through to the cemetery.
That was before you lived here, though. That was way back in the
No,
night.
that's when I lived here.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
So what happened? How'd the property change hands?
I have no idea. I don't know. Because you lived there, that was Vern's house.
Yeah.
Vern made it and Sam made a deal. Sam wasn't using that. Vern wanted a garden.
Okay. Yeah.
And he had nowhere to run as a septic tank.
Yeah.
So Vern was going to buy it, and they made a deal for $1, but nothing was ever put on paper. Now this is what I understand. Vern put his garden in, a septic tank in, and everything. He gardened it for years. Then after Stanley sold this place, new people bought it, they had it surveyed, and they cut the septic tank off.
Right.
Yeah.
But the garden stayed with Vern though.
No, just everything.
Well, because that garden is part of our property now.
Well, it is now.
Yeah.
But somewhere in there, they had to get a sentence. It was your property and all their mothers.
Okay.
But this here, at that time, runs straight through. It was on the deed for this property.
Really? Yeah. Okay.
And then over the years, watch it on trip.
Yeah, I don't trip on it.
In the spring of the year, that cellar window,
Yeah.
the water would be right up through the sills running out here.
Oh.
Coming down the hill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you didn't store anything in the basement?
No, not very. Just in the doorway, put a bit of stuff, but not very much.
Yeah.
Had a store, it was so handy you didn't have to store much anyway.
Right. Yeah.
Just pick it up as you need it.
So what do you know about this house here?
Yeah, that was the old doctor's house. Evelyn can tell you more about that than I can.
Okay. So before Vern bought it, there was a doctor living here?
Oh no, that's way back the 1800s.
1800s, a doctor lived here.
Yeah.
Oh.
And
Any idea who built the house? Was it Merrick that built the house, or Isaac Merrick, or you don't know?
don't know.
Okay.
You'd have to. Evelyn could maybe answer that for you.
Okay.
Has she been in touch with you at all?
Yep.
Yeah. She'd have more input on that than I would.
Okay. Yeah. Any idea when did Vern Connell move in here? Was he here when you moved here?
Oh yeah, yeah. I don't know. I think Evelyn was born here,
Yeah.
and David was born here. So I don't know when Vern moved in. If he came from the farm, I think he came from the farm down on the 9th line, and I think he bought this when he first got married. I think, but I'm not sure. There again, Evelyn will be able to tell you.
Right.
And then this house here, he won it in Schaumburg on that draw, and they moved it up and set it up here, and that's where he moved his mother to. She retired in there.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then they added an addition on the back there.
Oh yeah.
Do you remember that being added on?
Yeah.
They put a bathroom in?
There's a bathroom back there.
Yeah.
And it's just off the kitchen.
That's right.
Yeah. But my cousin rented it.
Your cousin?
My cousin, Ralph Ireland.
Ralph Ireland stayed there for a while.
Brenda.
Any idea what years?
They was there. He rented it. About 69 they got married and rented it. And I think they lived there till nearly 1980, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. Just is my memory.
Right.
But I'm getting old now. My memory's not as good as it used to be. It never was very good.
So when you moved here, was the white stucco already on the house, or was this a brick house at the time you moved?
Oh, it was stucco.
It was stucco. So.
Yeah.
Okay. Because there was an addition on the back of this house as well, but it was there already when you moved here.
Yeah, they built the mud room, I guess you call it.
Exactly. Yeah.
That was Vernon's workshop there, where he worked out of. Got his old shingle mill for the show and tractors and stuff like that.
Right, yeah.
Before that, I think it was a workshop. This old sidewalk's looking like it did in '55.
Is that when it was put down?
No, they put it down in the '70s, but it's all getting grown in.
Uh-huh.
Before that was just a little trail like that.
When you were first here as a 10-year-old, did you do anything in the hall? Did you get involved?
No, not me.
No.
No, but they had their orange hall, their orange meetings. I'm gonna get the shade for a minute.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, they had their meetings in there, and different little functions. They'd rent it from the Orangemen and do things. And Sam, that I lived with there, he looked after the heat and everything in there.
Yeah.
He looked after the Orange Hall and the church. Yeah, it used to be a great big chestnut tree here many years ago. I come down from the farm, chase the girls, sometimes with the chestnuts.
Oh.
They'd be getting home from high school. Well, once in a while, not very often. Once in a while. Because word has it, used to be a hotel there too on the corner.
One sec.
3 hotels in Newtown, I think.
Where Vern's house, but
Right
it was
here.
right on the corner.
Right here around the corner.
Oh.
That was 100 years before my time. Now I think, what do they call it? Centennial Lodge? 1837.
Yeah. That's the Orange Hall. I guess started in 1837. And now it's Women's Institute.
Hey?
Now it's part of the Women's Institute.
Yeah.
It's the Women's Institute Hall. Yeah.
I don't know anybody that has a part of it now. But they do keep the cemetery nice anyway.
Yeah. So now to the church. Did you ever go to the church?
Oh yeah.
I
got married in that church.
You got married? Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
1978.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It was a nice church. It was a community hub for Sunday morning.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
They keep it trimmed up nice anyway.
Yeah. So let's look at these houses here. So when you were first moved here, who was in this house over here? Do you remember?
Oh.
No.
I'm trying to think. You know, I can't remember.
Can't remember. Okay, what about this house here?
And I think that was a Halbert
Albert.
that was in there.
Albert were in here. Okay. Yeah.
Larry Halbert's grandfather, I think.
Oh, okay.
And then Larry Halbert's uncle moved in, and then Larry Halbert's cousin moved in, and then Billy sold it.
Okay.
Yeah, these people here, well, Bob Woods owned it one time.
Bob Woods. Okay.
Bob Woods, they had farms over at the corner of 88 and 5 Side Road, and he retired and moved in here. And I'm trying to think who the very first people was, but I can't remember. It'll come to me, likely about 2 o'clock tomorrow morning. And then the Steenbelts, they bought off of Gary Fraser, or Stanley Copeland built the house down on the hill there.
Right, yeah. Well, let's go look at the Dermot. And
yeah, we'll take a walk around. The church is all closed now, isn't it?
it is.
Yeah, that's too bad. I got some pictures of that on postcards at home. And
What was the blacksmith shop? The wooden structure up front, right? Or
yeah, right here. This was the blacksmith shop. They added the veranda on since Gordon was here.
Okay, yeah.
And put that garage on. It was never there.
Yeah.
And yeah, the blacksmith shop. Yeah, they left it the way it was. I'm going to take a walk here for a minute.
Yeah. So did you spend time down here at the blacksmith shop?
Oh yeah, I was in and out all the time. We'd have broken machinery and stuff. Have to come down and see Mr. Breeden to fix it up.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, they went into the back of it.
Yeah.
And, one morning in March, about March, come on in off the road, buddy.
Yeah, yeah.
One morning, well, I guess about March 1962, Sam called me and the blacksmith shop's on fire. So I out of bed and there's an old pump set back there.
Yeah.
And we all got there and we pailed water onto the blacksmith shop till the fire department got here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and that created a bit of heat. In fact, you see, they've put that's an addition that's on the back there.
Yeah.
There's the old house, you see at the end of the veranda?
Yeah.
That's what the size of the old house.
Okay, yeah.
And yeah, the rest of it, that was all added on. Yeah, so then he had an open forge, so he couldn't get insurance on the blacksmith shop. So all of us community rallied around, bought the material, and we built
So what year would that have been?
1962.
62.
Yeah.
Okay.
March. And yeah. So it's poles Paul Dermot's, or Scott Dermot's daughter that
That's,
owns it now.
that's right.
Yeah. So Gordon would be her great-grandfather. Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
He used to shoe horses, and then after the horses, he was the man that done all our repairs around. Between him and Vern and Connell, they'd done all our repairs.
So you knew Vern's mother?
Yeah. Yeah, I knew her to talk to her.
Talk to her.
But I was just a kid at the time.
Yeah.
She was an old lady then.
Right, and you were living with your grandparents?
My grandparents down
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you were saying that you remember that addition being there when
Yeah.
she was living there.
It wasn't there when I was a kid. It was sometime after that it was put on.
Oh, sometime after it was put on. Okay.
And then I think Vern put this back porch on here.
Right.
I think he put that on. Allens, that's the people that lived there.
Oh, Allen's lived there.
Mr. and Mrs. Allen. Yeah.
And they were farmers and they retired and
No,
moved?
I don't know anything about them. They was just living there when I came to town first.
Okay. Right.
Yeah.
So you were saying that old Mrs. Vernon would call to you as you're walking to the store and ask you to pick things up?
Oh yeah, when her front door was there, we'd be going up, my cousin and me, and she calls over and asks us to pick up a bit of milk for, not very often, just once in a while.
Yeah, yeah.
Because it was hard for her to get out and get up to the store there, so my cousin and I would drop it off.
Right.
Used to be a well there, but where that tree is.
Yep, there still is.
Just on
the other side of that fence.
That was the community well.
No, the community well was this one right over here. By
Yeah, I knew one of them was.
That was community well.
Yeah,
It used to provide water to the hall here.
Sam had got all our water down there from there.
From here?
Oh yeah, from here.
Oh.
Yeah. There wasn't a well down there then.
Ah, okay.
Got all the water from here down, and for I think the church too.
And the hall.
And the Orange Hall.
Yeah, they got the water from that well.
Yeah. Used to be an old hand pump. Pump it out by hand.
Huh.
Yeah.